Ducati is an Italian motorcycle manufacturer, founded in 1926 in Bologna by the Ducati brothers Adriano, Marcello and Bruno, and their father Antonio Cavalieri Ducati. The company began producing radio components and vacuum tubes in a factory in the Borgo Panigale part of the city, but later transitioned to producing motorcycles. Due to their production of military electronic equipment, their factory was heavily bombed by the Allied forces during World War II. However, they were able to continue production. One of Ducati's first and most iconic models was the Cucciolo, a small, inexpensive bike powered by a 4-stroke 50cc engine, from which it got its name. The Seata Cucciolo engine was designed as a standalone unit to be sold to the public and mounted by the buyer himself on a standard bicycle. The engine came out in 1944, just after the liberation of Italy, but Ducati's complete bike came out in 1950. Within a short period of time, the Cucciolo developed into the 55M and 65TL. The Cucciolo was a success and helped establish Ducati as a major player in the motorcycle industry. In 1953, management decided to split the company into two separate entities, Ducati Meccanica Spa and Ducati Elettronica Spa, under separate management. In this decade, Ducati introduced its first larger displacement motorcycles, the Grand Sport 100cc and 125cc, fondly known as the Mariana. These bikes featured advanced engineering and innovative design, and helped establish Ducati's reputation for building high-performance motorcycles. The scooter Cruiser, which debuted around the same time, was a less popular model that did not last long. One major feature to come out of the 1950s at Ducati was the development of desmodromic valves for their engines. Chief engineer Fabio Taglioni developed the desmodromic valve system for the company, a system that opens and closes the valves using the camshaft without the need for valve springs. This allowed the engines to rev higher. The system was not invented by Ducati, as one might think, but it was refined and adapted to suit their needs. The desmodromic system has become a trademark feature of Ducati motorcycles. In the 1960s, Ducati introduced the Mach 1, the first Ducati motorcycle with a 90-degree V twin engine, also known as the L-twin in Ducati circles. It was also the fastest 250cc motorcycle available at that time. This model was followed by the Mark III and the higher performance model, the Mark 3D. They also refined the models from the 1950s, such as the Ducati 98 and the Ducati Elite, making them the best versions of the older models. These models, together with the Ducati Scrambler that came out at the end of the decade, further solidified Ducati's reputation as a builder of high-performance bikes. In the 1970s, Ducati released the 860 GT, the 750 Super Sport, and the Dama. The 860 GT was designed by Giorgetto Giugiaro. It was a disaster in terms of sales because of its raised handlebars, which made for an uncomfortable seating position at high speeds. Its angular styling was not well received either, and it was redesigned in a hurry for the following year. The Dama, on the other hand, was notable for its great handling and rider-focused design. In the 1980s, Ducati introduced the F1, followed by the 851, which was the company's first production motorcycle to feature a liquid-cooled engine, and the 888, both of which featured advanced engineering and cutting-edge technology. According to many, the F1 would be the last true Ducati, before Cagiva took over the brand in 1985. Cagiva's plan was to rebadge Ducati bikes with their own name, but in the end, this did not happen. Ducati was under Cagiva ownership until 1996, when they sold a 51% stake in the company to Texas Pacific Group. In 1998, the American company bought the rest of the shares in Ducati, making them the sole owner. In 1999, TPG renamed the company Ducati Motor Holding SPA and sold 65% of the shares, but still left them as the majority shareholders. In late 2005, Ducati returned to Italian ownership with the sale of Texas Pacific stake to Investi Industrial Holdings, the investment fund of Carlo and Andrea Bonomi. In 1993, Ducati introduced the Monster, a naked bike that featured a trellis frame and a liquid-cooled engine. The Monster was highly successful and helped establish Ducati as a major player in the naked bike market. The 916 was a sport bike released in 1994 and was known for its iconic design and powerful engine. Another bike of the 1990s was the Supersport. This was a line of sport bikes offered by Ducati that combined power with lightweight design. They also had the ST, a sport touring motorcycle. The ST offered comfortable riding for longer trips with a sporty twist. Another model offered in the 90s was the Peso, a sport touring bike with a classic look. The Peso was known for its comfortable ride and reliable performance. In 2012, Volkswagen's group Audi, through its subsidiary Lamborghini, acquired 100% of the shares in Ducati, paying $909 million. They are the current owners of the brand. Today, Ducati continues to produce high-performance motorcycles that are sought after by riders all over the world. The company's lineup includes a wide range of models, including sport bikes, naked bikes, and adventure bikes. Some of the most popular models currently produced by Ducati include the Panigale, the Monster, the Scrambler, the Multistrada, and the Diavel. Ducati is about to embark on a new chapter in its history as we speak in early 2023. They are now rolling out their new electric motorcycle, the Ducati V21L, as they will be the sole official supplier of motorcycles for the FIM Enel Motor E World Cup, the electric class of the MotoGP World Championship. The new bike has been track tested for more than a year, and it is soon ready to hit the racetracks in earnest. The V21L is equipped with a lithium battery and a liquid-cooled motor. As many people know, Ducati has a rich racing heritage, competing in MotoGP and the World Superbike Championships, with numerous wins and titles. The new electric motorcycle represents a new era for the company and a chance to show off their engineering skills to a new audience and in new places. Overall, Ducati is a company with a long and rich history of building innovative, advanced, and high-performance motorcycles. From its humble beginnings in the 1920s to its current lineup of cutting-edge models, Ducati has established itself as one of the premier motorcycle manufacturers in the world. As true innovators and trailblazers, they rarely leave people indifferent to their products.